Hello friends, how are you? In this video we'll discuss about the data frame. Okay, and it is our second introductory video on the pandas. Now what is pandas? The pandas is an open source data analysis and manipulation tool built on top of the Python programming language, and it is used in data pre-processing, plotting and for descriptive statistics. Okay, so basic task of pandas, it is used for data analysis as well as for the data pre-processing. Now, two basic data structures are there, series and the data frames. In this video, we'll discuss about the data frames. Now, we first see the syntax of this data frame. So, pd dot pandas dot data frame. So, here D and F should be the capital, and these are the parameters. Where here we insert the data. So, data, it may be the array, it may be the list. Okay, it may be the dictionary, and index, columns, data type, and copy all are optional. So we will see one by one. So first of all, create an empty data frame. Okay, so here we can create empty data frame like this way. So here df panda1, this is nothing but our frame name, data frame name. Okay, pd.pandas.data frame. Okay, and within a bracket, within a parenthesis, nothing is there. So here in this way we can create the empty data frame. Okay, and if you execute it, we can see here it is a empty data frame, so nothing is there inside the columns as well as the indices. Okay, next we can see here we can see the another pandas data frames example. So here inside the data frame, here we mention the list of list, where inside that, so list 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 are there. So here df panda2, it is a name of this particular data frame, and we want to print this particular data frame. Okay, and we can execute it. Now we can see here in this way we can create two-dimensional data frame. So here 0 1 2, these are the column indices, and here 0 1 2, here these are the row indices, and these are created automatically. Okay, next here it is the another example of pandas data frame. Here we define the dictionaries, where this is nothing but our key and these are the values. Okay, and df panda3, this is nothing but the data frame name, and we have to print this particular data frame, and we can see here sr is the column name. Okay, so it is a key, and the rest are the values 1 2 3 4. So these are the values. Here 0 1 2 3 4, these are the indices, and these are created automatically. Next we can see another example of using a dictionary to create data frame. So here df panda4, name of this particular data frame, pd.data frame. Okay, and he can see here inside this particular parenthesis we can define the dictionary, where two keys are there, id and sr, and associated values are there. So these are the values of id and these are the values of sr, and we can execute it. We can see that means what, here two columns are there, id and sr, and inside the id column the values are a b c d. Inside the sr column the values are 1 2 3 4. Here 0 1 2 3, these are the indices, and these are created automatically. Next we can see another example of dictionary use to form the pandas data frame. So here you just see inside this particular parenthesis, within a square bracket, we define the set of the panda dictionaries, where the keys are same. Here x and x, here y and y. Now we can see the output of this one. So you can see here two columns are there, x and y. So here we mention these are the columns x and x, and associated values are what, 1 11 and 22. So this is nothing but our another data pandas data frame. Next we can see we can use the series to create the data frame. Okay, you just see here inside this particular parenthesis we define two dictionary part. So here a is a key, and pd dot series series is the values. Here B is a key part and pd dot series, panda series is the values, and we can execute it. We can see. So in this way also we can create the data frames. So here A and B are the key values, and 10, 11, 12, these are the values of inside for this particular column. Okay, X, Y, Z are the values of this particular column. Okay, now after that we will see how to fetch data from the disk. Okay, you can see one by one. So first of all, we just see how to do this one. Suppose here we have to put the frame name. Okay, and the syntax is very simple: pd dot read underscore csv. Okay, now suppose we want to print a data which is present in this particular path. Okay, so we can see. Now we can see this particular here we can see the data, say student. Okay, we can see this particular data student, where the columns are what? Roll number, name, address, gender, and all the values are separated by the comma. Okay, so it is a CSV data file. Name of this file is our student, and you can see this is the path. Okay, so we can copy this particular path and we can paste it. We can paste it, and after that we can give the file name. So the file name is what? Student.txt. Okay, so here we just fetch the data of this particular student file from this particular path. Okay, from this particular path, and here we store it into the local variable PDF. Okay, it is a pandas data frame variable, and we can execute it. Now it is okay. Now we can see what is there inside this particular PDF. Okay, now this is what our output. So where the columns names are roll number, name, address, gender, and these are the associated data. And you can see here roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, name Kishore, Asa, Manna, Rafi, Lata, but here automatically indices are generated for each and every rows. So you can see one thing here, we use single backslash. We may use single backslash as well as double backslash. Are you getting this one? Next, so here it is a text file. So similarly we can fetch the data from the .csv file also. Okay, so you'll see just we can execute this particular line. We can execute these two, so directly we can see. Okay, so this is what our path. Okay, and file is what? Student.csv, and we can execute this. Now here this is the data where the attributes are roll number, name, class, gender, X, and marks. So we can see that file. We can see this is what our student, this is what our .csv file, and this is what our path. Okay, and we can see the file. Okay, so this is what our student file. Now it is stored in Excel. Okay, so roll number, name, class, gender, X, marks, these are the column names and these are the values. So we can see. Okay, so here we fetch all the data from this particular file. So in this way we can fetch the data. Next, now see, suppose we want to know the type of this particular data file. So we can print the type of this particular file. So if we execute it, now it is what? It is a data frame. So in this way you can identify. Next, suppose display the columns name only. So here suppose we want to display only the columns of this particular file. So suppose print p data file. Here the columns are what? Roll number, name, class, gender, X, marks. Suppose we want to print only this one. So how to do this one? So for that we can execute print p data file. This is what? Name of this particular data file dot the columns. Okay, so if you execute it, so you can see the output: roll number, name, class, gender, X, and marks. So these are what? These are the columns names we can print. Next, suppose we want to display the first row only. Suppose we want to display only the first row. Okay, so how to do this one. So suppose we want to display the first row only. So you can see here p data file pd.read underscore csv. Now this is what our path, already we know. This is what our file name, and number of rows we want to display only one. So that means we want to display only this particular line. In that case, we can write n rows 1. Similarly, suppose we want to display these two lines. In that case, we have to write n rows 2. Okay, and suppose you want to write first 3 rows, we have to write n rows 3. So we can execute it. So here we just fetch only the first data. Are you getting this one? Similarly, suppose we want to fetch first 2 data or first 3 data, we can execute this one. So we can execute it. Now you can see we have fetched only the first 3 data. So in this way we can fetch a desired number of rows. Are you getting this one? Similarly, we can fetch the desired number of columns. So first of all, you just see that file. Suppose we want to display the first, we want to fetch only the first row and the first and the third column. Now this is what our 0th column, this is first column, second column and third column. Suppose we want to fetch only name as well as gender. We don't want other attributes. In this case we can fetch like this way. So we can execute this one. So pd.read underscore csv, this is what our file name. Okay, this is this is what our path, and this is the file name. Number of rows we want to fetch 1, number of columns we want to fetch only 2, where first column and the third column. So we can execute it. Now you can see here we have fetched first rows but 2 columns, name as well as gender. So that is first column and the third column. Okay. Now suppose we don't want to display the first row. Suppose, oh, are you getting this? We don't want to display the first row. So display the rows but skip the first row. In that case, what we can do? We can execute this one. So you can see here, we want to skip the first row. So if you execute it, now you can see here, first in a first row, the column names are there. So here it here in this particular no column name is there. It assumes that first record is used as a column names. So first record is what? 1 Asa B female yes 75. Now it acts as a column name of that particular file. Are you getting this one? Next, display the rows but skip the specified rows. Suppose we want to display everything, but we don't want to fetch first and the third rows. So in that case, suppose we can execute this particular these two lines where we have seen. So we want to skip first and the third row. Okay, we can execute. Now you can see here roll number 1 is not there as well as roll number 3 is not there. Are you getting this one? So we want to skip first roll number and third roll number, first rows and the third. Remember one thing, rows start from 0 and columns numbering is also start from 0. Here the first 0th row is what? Nothing but the column names. Next, suppose here you can see here the indexing are generated automatically. Now suppose we want the roll number is an index, should be the index. So in that case we can define our index according to our requirement. So it is called customized indexing. Okay, it is called customized indexing. So we can execute this one. So here everything are same. Now here instead of here we mention the index. So roll number should be the index. So we can execute it. Now you can see here roll number is index. So starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the remaining column names are name, class, gender, X, marks, and so on. Now, next is what? Define any particular row as header. So we can see. So here header is equal to 2. That means what? Second row we can use as a header. So roll number 2, Kishore, Amy, Emil, Nano, etc. It is acts as a header. That means we have eliminated 0th as well as first rows. Okay, and we assume that second row is a header. So in this way we can define the header according to our requirement. Now, suppose sometimes it is there, files are there where no header are there, no header are present. Now suppose first of all you just see student.nc file. So in that case you just see student.nc file. Okay, now you see student.nc file. Here no header is there, all our data are there. So roll number 1, name, class, gender, x and marks are there. So column names are not there. So if it is the case, we can use this one. Now see, if no header are there, now we assume that if you execute like this way, so here all the data are there, starting from roll number 1 Asha, okay, 2 Kishore, 3 Lata, 5 Rahman. Now here the column indices are generated automatically and row indices are generated automatically. Now for if you don't want to put header.none, where in this particular file no header is there, now we can execute the same thing once again, and here you just remove the header file, this particular line instruction, and if you execute it, we have seen that we assume here first row it acts as a header, but it is not a header, it is a data, it is a record. Okay, 1 Asa B is a record, not a header. So but if you don't put here header not is equal to none, so it assumes that first record should be is a header. So if a file, if header is not there, column names are not there, in that case we have to use header is equal to none. We have put here the indices are there 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now no header, so here we can put the prefixed with the column. So we have prefixed with each and every column. So to do this one, we can see this one. So if you execute these two lines, okay, now all are same. Here prefix is equal to column and header is equal to none. And if you execute it, we can see here. So in the previous case, it was what? It was 0, 0, 1, 2. Now here it is. We prefix with column 0, column 1, column 2, column 3, and so on. So here we prefixed the value column. Okay, header none. Now we can change it according to our requirement. Suppose we instead of column, we need only the COL. Okay, and we can execute it. Now you can see here it is columns call 0, call 1, call 2, call 3, and so on. So according to our requirement, we can give the columns name. Now see, here you can see another example where some other, we can put the other columns name according to our requirement. So we can execute it. So it is nothing but fetching a data. So already you know everything. So this is what the path, this is the file name, and these are the columns names A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so we can execute. Now you can see here, now it is instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, now the columns are what? As per the given names. So the columns name are A, B, C, D, E, F. We can put any names. So instead of A, B, C, D, we can put roll number, name, class, section, everything. Okay, now suppose we want to print few lines from the top. So in that case, suppose it is P data file. Now here suppose we want to print only first 3. Okay, in the previous case we have fetched only the first 3. Now we have fetched all the data, but we want to print only first 3 to check. So in that case we can execute this line. So P data file, it is name of this particular data file. Okay, head, from the beginning we want to display only the first 3 lines. Okay, so here we can see, so we just display only the first 3 instead of displaying all the records. Okay, so it is sometimes it is very useful to check whether we have fetched the correct data or not. Similarly, we can see the last records. So bottom records, so print only few lines from the bottom. In that case also we can print like this way. So PDF file, name of this particular data file, and tail, that means what, display files from the bottom, last two data. So here 2 means what, last two data we want to. So roll number 3 4, roll number 4 5, Rafi and Rahman. Now a data file with the change data type. Now we can see here, suppose now you can see this is nothing but our roll number. So roll number all are what, it is in integer type. Now suppose we want to convert this into a floating point. So how to do this one? So in that case we can execute like this way. So this is what our data file name, pd.read_csv. This is what our path. Okay, this is what our file name, and data type. Now we want to convert this into floating point. So in this way you can convert the data types and we can execute it. Now you can see now roll number is what, it is 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. In the previous case it was what, it was 1 2 3 4. So in this way you can change the data type. Okay, now next suppose you want to convert any value to true or false. Now you can see here in X it is yes and no are there. So we want to convert this yes into true, no into false. So how to do this one? So we can do this one like this way. So all are same. We just see, just the only see this, concentrate only this particular part. So true value is equal to yes and false value is equal to no. That means we want to convert all the yes into the true and all the no should be the false. So we can execute it. Now you can see here all the yes should be the true. Okay, in that case this is yes, yes, yes. Now it has true, true, true. Similarly, we can convert this into false. Okay. Now to write file or to store into the disk. So after manipulation all the data, are suppose you want to store the result. In that case we have to store the values into the hard disk. So how to store it into the hard disk? Now we can store it into the two format, in any format. So it is a text file, it may be the CSV file, or it may be the XLX file. Now we just see one by one. So you just see this one first. So here pdf.to_csv. Okay, you want to store it into the comma separated value where this is the path. Okay, and the file name is this one. Index is false, that means we don't want to store index, as well as we don't want the header, and we can execute it. Okay, you can see the student update 2, this file is there. So student update 2, now it is what, in .txt. Okay, now here no header is there, no indices are there, and here it is true and false are there. Okay, which you have just changed. Similarly, we can store it in this particular format also, in a CSV file also. So we can write like this way. So this is nothing but the path where you have to store. Okay, this is nothing but the file name, and it is a .csv file, and we don't want to store the index, so that's why index is equal to false. We can execute it, and we can see the student update 1 file. So we can see here, just we have stored this one. Okay, so just like .txt, similarly we can store in .csv file. Okay, now to print the dimension of the data files. So we have a data file. So now suppose we want to print how many rows are there, how many columns are there, and everything. Now in that case, we want to print the dimension of the data file. So we have to write this one, print, to print the number of the rows and columns. So p data file, this is what name of this particular data file, .shape. Okay, now here number of to print number of rows and columns. So 5 rows are there, we can see. So 1 2 2 5, and 6 columns are there, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Are you getting this one? Similarly, we want to display number of elements present, number of data present in this particular data file. So we can execute it. So the output is what? the output is 30. So you can see, so total 30 elements are there, excluding this particular indices values and the column names. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 into 5 columns are there, so 5 into 6 it is 30. So total 30 elements are there. Now we can display the memory uses of each of the column in bytes. Okay, so we can execute it. So index it needs 128 bytes, roll number 40 bytes, name 40 bytes, class 40 bytes, gender 45, x where we store only the true and false 5 bytes, and marks it is 40 bytes. Okay, so in this way we can check the memory requirement of each and every columns. Okay, next, suppose we want to display on particular column value. Okay, particular data. Okay, so how to do this one? So first of all, we just see the data file, and suppose we want to print the fourth row. Okay, fourth row, and the column is name. Column name is name. Fourth row and column name is name. So the output will be what? Rahman. So A.R. Rahman is my favorite music director and singer also. So here we can do this one. So printf the p data file. So this is the data file name .at. Okay, here I provide .at. So we have to print the fourth row and the column name is name, and we can execute it. Now it is a Rahman. So in this way you can fetch particular values. Similarly, we can change that particular value also. Okay, so instead of Rahman, we need the Irfan Pathan. Okay, or Irfan Khan. Irfan Khan is my favorite actor. Okay, so Irfan. So we can change it. Now if you print once again, same thing. Now the output will be what? Output will be the Irfan, not Rahman. Now here it is the Rahman, Irfan. Are you getting this one? And we can check the here he can check here, instead of Rahman, now it is Irfan. Okay, now suppose here we just put the column names, row number and column names. Now if you use .iat, we can give the row number as well as the column number. Okay, now while using .at, we should give the column name. We cannot give the column number, but if you want to use the column number, in that case we have to use .iat. So we can use this one, column.iat, and we can execute it. Now it is Irfan. Okay, now suppose we want to display the first row. Okay, name it should be the Kishore. Are you getting this one? So we can get it. Now we can see, next we'll see iterate the tuples. So how to iterate it? So we can execute it. So for row in PDF file, it is a data frame dot iterate tuples. So name is equal to names. So we can see here. So name index 0, roll 1. Okay. Name Asha, class B. In this way we can iterate the tuples. Next, we can see one thing. Say first of all, just see the file first. Here roll number, name, class, gender, x marks are there. Now suppose we want to insert another column after that marks. So how many rows are there? Column 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the sixth part, as a sixth column, we want to insert a column named hobby. Okay, so sixth is a position where we want to insert, and that column name is hobby, and here we want to insert the hobby. Say S for singing, C for cricket, F for football, H for hockey, and so on. We can see it, we can execute it, and we can print it. Now you can see after marks we have included the hobby. Now suppose after name, in between name and class, we want to insert another column, phone number. So this is what our zeroth column, one column and second column. So in between name and class, we want to insert a column name phone. These are the phone numbers, and so the index is what, second column. So we can see, so we can add it. Now you can see here in between name and class we have inserted the phone number. So that means in this way we can insert columns inside the data frame. Similarly, we can delete the any column. Okay, suppose we want to delete the class, or suppose you want to delete phone. So how to do this one? So here we have to write the column name phone and print it. So, and here it displayed the output. Okay, so we have deleted this part. Now if you once again print the same file, data file, we have seen that now you see the phone number is not there in between the name and class. Similarly, suppose we want to delete the hobby, or suppose you want to delete X. So in that case, we have to write, say we want to delete X. So here we have to delete X part, and we can execute it. Okay, and we re-execute it. Now you can see here X part is not there. So in this way, we can delete any particular column. Now another important, very important is there, convert into LaTeX. So we have seen our research paper. We have to insert tables as a result. Okay, so converting data into LaTeX is a very tedious job. Okay, so that we have done, that we can done using this particular index, and very effective one, and very so PDF p.fl is the name of this particular data frame, dot to underscore LaTeX. Okay, so this is the syntax. We have to write an index equal to, that means we don't want the index also. So you can see here we have converted this into LaTeX file, LaTeX data table. So in this way you can convert this into the LaTeX table. Okay, very effective table. Next next we can see few more instructions quickly. Suppose to store as a Excel file. Okay, so we can see, suppose one data file is there. You just see, suppose we have to create some data file and we want to print it. It is what? It is say df1. Now two columns are there, column 1 and column 2, row 1 and row 2 are there, and Himachal place Nepal, Kedarnath and Pashupatinath. Suppose we want to store it into the Excel in a hard disk, in a memory, and that name of this particular file, say it is siva.xlx. Okay, and here it is a path where we have to store it. Now you can execute it. Okay, so successfully we have stored. So we can see here siva.xlx file was there. Now you can see here, say column 1, column 2, row 1, row 2, Himachal, Nepal, Kedarnath and Pashupatinath. So in this way you can store the data in a Excel format in a memory. And that is the end of this particular video. Thank you.